Yo, what's up YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. As you know, if you've been following me, my name's AspieAnswersAll, and at this point of time I decided to do some new stuff on my channel that you may have seen already, which is the ShoutOut Support Sundays, which is basically all about, you know, shouting out some channels, you know, be it between maybe 5 to 10 at random that I'm going to pick basically every Sunday hopefully, to just commemorate or recommend you viewers as well, basically to actually shed the light and actually support each other and engage one way or another, because as I've said before, it's all about hopefully we can interact with one another one way or another basically as well. So as you guys know, basically, if you don't know the rules and you're new to my channel right now as I'm doing these, basically what it means is basically at this point of time, for this rule of hard out I've been doing, like the rules that I'm going to address to you now will be in the description below, however, but I will actually, you know, share it now. And when I'm doing these shout outs to at least maybe, I think I've got for this week 5 that I feel that needs to be, you know, shouted out to and actually, you know, basically give them some love. So basically what I mean is love and support, because obviously, you know, it's never easy for some of us, obviously, for some of the ones I've been commenting on my channel, or not on my channel, but on their channel, especially for the ones that actually has been actively on my channel. I can relate to some of the, you know, woes that they're going through, or not the woes as such, but the, you know, personal struggles that they may go through every day in their lives. But I'm not going to address too much about it because, as said, but also as I'm shouting out to these people that I've listed, I've also actually given a brief description about their channel that will also be with their channel link in the description below as I address these. Okay, so basically, as I said, I better start overall first before I shout out the names right now, is the rules. So I've changed a little bit of the rules in my jurisdiction. I know it may not be 100% accurate or correct, but I feel just to jazz it up a bit, just to, you know, think outside the box, and hopefully maybe you guys can just, you know, bear with me. As you know, number 1 is show some support by subscribing to my channel, basically as well, to show that you're active and interested in my channel content of what I share. I know for a fact that it might not be for everyone's cup of tea, however, of what I may address because of what my videos are versus some people's interest could be of maybe movie reviews versus book reviews versus maybe gaming kind of community or whatever you guys are, but that doesn't matter, okay? It's all about getting us involved and being active and showing that, you know, we're going to engage with each other, you know, to help each other and support each other. It's not all about what I keep reminding myself and others that agree to this. It's not all about the subscription numbers. It's all about hopefully just being of support to others and actually being able to reach people in a way, like here, say example with me of what I've shared so many times with my aims and goals, to actually, for one, remove the stereotypical typing of, you know, what mental health is all about. This is just my conditions especially, and getting to know the people underneath all these diagnoses and whatnot. Okay, number 2, however, is with my page that is on Facebook, or anyone else's page on Facebook that may have a page for themselves that may share their videos on there, per se, that is linked up to their YouTube channel, versus like my, for example, of me, my Facebook page from when I'm linking up my YouTube videos is AspieAnswersAll, same name as my YouTube channel name, which I'm hoping to change later on. But then again, like I said to myself as I go there, do feel free to also view them in there and maybe give it some love and comment, show that you're engaging through it there, because obviously, as I said before, many times before, that these videos that I share up there are similar on the YouTube channel, or shall we say they are really similar, the same ones. And the purpose for that is, as we know, for some people want to actually create those profile pages that are separate to their actual, you know, page on Facebook. It's maybe for some of us is helping others that may not have a YouTube page, but basically maybe they want to view it somewhere else on a different platform. So therefore maybe, you know, they want to choose it through Twitter, Facebook and all these other social mediums. Number 3, while you're on my YouTube channel, it would be nice if you share some of the videos that you feel basically is of use or relevance to your friends, family, co-workers or whoever, especially with these mental health series that I've addressed. I'm not trying to sound it like in a real nagging, bragging rights kind of way. I'm just addressing how I feel right now, because at this point of time, as I said, I want to be a mental advocate for some people that hasn't got a voice, like, you know, the ones that are in my autistic community, maybe, for example, or just people outside the autistic community that have been on the Facebook page, basically, so that people can feel accepted, not feel judged, not feel like let down, or whatever it may be. We should be building people up, tearing each other down. Don't you think it's about time that maybe we should be, you know, thinking of others instead of ourselves? Because my little pet peeve at the moment, I've noticed that some people are just out for themselves, no matter what. They'll all stumble one way or another when fame hits, you know, fame and fortune. I'm not saying it as a rude way, but that's how it is, how I see it. Okay, also while you're on my YouTube, you know, watching the videos, if you are, you know, on my channel, you know, basically, and you've been liking my videos or what have you, you know, feel free to also maybe, you know, comment, because this obviously, as we know, will show me and others that you're engaging, and then it will give us the vibes off that, oh, okay, there's something like we're building that connection. So it's all about building connections, not just, you know, being the Mr. or Mrs. Popular. How I feel about, to me, is about connecting, network connections versus just, you know, connections outside of YouTube versus whatever it may be. That's how I'm trying to do it right now. That's my reason and purpose, because as I said, if you've been watching that one about, or shall we say, with my little status update that I had put up about my book, I'm trying to find ways to actually advertise my book via through all these social mediums versus all these other sites that I've been actually following on Twitter right now, so that hopefully my book can be consistent and that it can actually basically be on the lookout for people that is interested, regardless what it may be. So, as I said before I ran out of time, but it's alright. I'm just trying to fit in as much as possible before I do. With the subscribers that I do shout out, okay, that is either on my channel or the ones that I have been basically following and engaging with, these are the ones that I feel that are right for me to shout out. So don't fret, or can you please don't send out negativity towards my way when I don't even shout out to your channel. Remember, this is going to be in episodes every week. So basically what I'm saying here is, along with this is going to be, as I said before, along with the subscribers that I shout out will be their description of what their channel is about in the description below, as well as their channel link to actually, you know, engage with each other. You know, number 5, along with these subscriptions that I do shout out every Sunday, hopefully, making sure there's time to actually pre-record before Sunday and get it up and ready for you guys, is like, quote to them, like AspieAnswersAll sent me, and maybe send them at least an encouragement message, like a positive vibe message, because along with it, because like as I said, we need to at least engage in positivity, not negativity, because there's enough negativity in this world, as well as, you know, people trolling on us, you know, internet bullying, whatever it may be. And I know for a fact how it feels to be internet bullied versus just physical bullied, you know, face-to-face interaction with people sometimes. Hence why, you know, I'm trying to build up the courage now, as I've said in one of my videos, to socialise and actually engage with people, not just on the full screen here, but also just to, you know, socialise in general, which does take its toll, as I said in one of my videos, but, you know, I'm getting there regardless. So yeah, last but not least, before I shout out the names here right now, is, as I said, never ever ask for a shout out or ask for me to subscribe to your channel. Okay, it's like as if you're trying to ask for a sub, which is kind of true in its own right. Also, another reason for never to ask it is basically this will ruin the chances for others that actually may deserve the actual shout outs, basically, of who I feel that needs to be addressed, because obviously this will ruin the whole purpose to what I'm aiming here for doing for others, shouting out their channels versus, you know, showing my support, even though many people, you know, I have supported in the past, but outside the YouTube community, inside the YouTube community, and then I've actually been getting some real good feedback right now, which is actually quite good, that, you know, I'm a little gem helping each other, and I put myself, you know, away all the time, and obviously, you know, I put others first. You know, it's like, you know, someone said once that obviously also I'm a humble person regardless of what I've been through. You know, it's just kind of actually amazing what the kind of feedback I'm getting, and it kind of brings me to tears, which it is now, basically. And yeah, also feel free to comment below for the ones that I do shout out. If you do hear your name out, correct me if I'm wrong in the way of describing your channel. So like I may be able to just refer back to my YouTube page and actually re-edit the description of your channel. But if it's all hunky-dory, by all means comment below also, because like I said, feedback is important here, regardless what it may be. So, and all further ado, guys, basically how I feel right now is about, like I said, 5 to 10 shout outs per Sunday. And hopefully, even though like many people may suggest it should be only 5, I don't know, but I've noticed that some people have done only 5 in their shout outs, which I humbly apologise. Everyone's rules are different, but it's almost similar purpose and reasoning to why we're doing this in the first place. So, shout out number 1 goes to Michelle, even though I've seen a couple of her videos right now. Okay, she does obviously random videos. Basically, the last video I basically saw was about her anxiety, how her personal life story struggles with anxiety, and like how she goes about it. And you know, I shared her video I think a couple of times onto a couple of my autistic community pages I'm on, because like obviously one of the autistic community pages I'm on is all about, you know, advocating for, you know, people who are autistic versus, you know, just, you know, hopefully advocating for people in general, regardless what it may be. So what other videos I can see that are random up there is basically she does stuff with like the characters of anime characters versus basically something about, I think from memory, also from her background of what I've watched, she's learning Korean or Chinese, wants to go overseas to Korea or China sometime as a travel spot or destination, shall we say, basically as of next year, if I've got the hearing right from what I watched on my last video of hers. So I humbly apologise, Michelle, if you're watching this. Again, as I said, to welcome everyone as well as you and all these other ones that I'm shouting out. Feel free to comment below if I've actually messed it up so that we can correct this. Number 2 obviously will be Leighton Vlogs. Okay, this guy is funny. I have been following him and supporting him for quite some time. He's all about basically mental health awareness, and he suffers from Tourette syndrome. If you haven't visited, you know, seen his channel, I recommend to do so. Even though he does his everyday life journey with his Tourette syndrome, struggles he goes through with Tourette syndrome, basically. Also, basically on that front, that I give him high praises to actually bring out what Tourette syndrome is, because I know for that it can be difficult for us to spread that mental health awareness of different conditions that may not be have heard of, or I may have been heard of, but you know, maybe many people wants to know more about it, which is actually kind of good, because at this point of time for me, like, I feel like big thumbs up for you, Leighton. I'll give you that, and also as well as high praises for actually taking that courage and step to actually share with us your journey of your everyday journey with Tourette syndrome. Even though, you know, I know it can be difficult for people like you with Tourette syndrome after watching and following some other YouTubers that has similar, you know, struggles with you sort of thing, and it can be really hard sort of thing. So I'll give you high praises on that, as well as shouting you out. Okay, and number 3, hopefully if I'm reading right, is Tegan Morris. Okay, she's also an everyday life vlogger. Okay, so that speaks about what matters to her the most. It can range from anything basically that's close to her heart, of personal affairs, of what maybe her everyday struggles. Here's the example maybe, or another one is just personal opinions on certain everyday topics that comes about, regardless what it may be, you know, maybe seeing what can be changed in the future, or some changes that can be changed in the present to the future of what may be or is to come. So Tegan, this one's for you as a shout out. So your shout out number 3. Number 4, if I can read his name right. Okay, he's obviously subscribed to my channel. I've actually been following his channel just for a short period of time. Excelarium, New Zealand, NZ. And his videos, obviously, is all about gaming, music, commentaries, you know, gaming commentaries, and obviously like his life updates of, you know, what he gets up to in his life, sort of thing, like everyday blogger sort of thing and everything. So he's a bit of a mix and match, you know, sort of thing. He'll do a bit of anything and everything, so to speak. And I'll give him high praises because, as I said, I've just followed him for a short period of time. I've been commenting on his videos, and also like I can relate to what he's said in a couple of the videos, which, you know, again, I'll say a big, you know, high praises for you, Xalarium New Zealand NZ, shall we say. Sorry, I'm getting your channel name wrong. Basically, for speaking out how it is, you know, with you. You know, we know that every one of us have our everyday personal struggles, big or small. How we deal with it is all in the power of the mind. But big ups that you're actually deciding to continue your channel, because as we know, we should be engaging and supporting each other, and, you know, being with each other regardless what it may be of everyday struggles, sort of thing. And last but not least, even though he's a new one on my channel also, even though I've seen it, is William AJ. Okay, even though some of these channels I may be following that I've been seeing on YouTube promote versus whatever it may be, that I'm just, you know, viewing on the channels, please bear with me, even if they are outside New Zealand territory. I humbly apologise to you all, that it's just a suspect that, you know, the shout out should be only for us New Zealand YouTubers, but I feel to include some of the ones that I've been engaging with, either in the autistic community or just, you know, on these other Facebook pages that I've been invited on, so that we can, you know, be of support to one another. So last but not least, as I said, is number 5. I'm going to try and keep it short and brief. Is, what's his name? William AJ. Okay, he's pretty much of a guy that does comedy form of entertainment on his channel, along with tips and advice on life in general and other everyday vlogs that you can think of. Okay, so feel free to view these 5, you know, as I said, you know, give them the lowdown basically of who sent you and whatnot. So basically that ends my 2nd episode of the Sunday Shoutout support channel, growing your channel. So feel free to give me the like for thumbs up engagement, and for the ones that I shouted out, please feel free to comment below if I have actually made a mistake in how I've described it, sort of thing. Feel free to also, you know, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, AspieAnswersAll, basically if you want to know what's been going down, also for the sake of my, you know, updates of my book, because obviously I have been putting up updates anyway, a short brief outline of my a link to actually let you guys know. But if you're really keen, private message me maybe if you want to actually preview the book and actually is interested in buying it. It's in Kindle format at the moment, as I said. It's taken a little while longer, obviously, in a print format, but I humbly apologise for the ones that really want it just in a physical form, okay? Because I've been having a bit of comments and feedback there about that. So not further ado, guys, love what you do, love, you know, love one another, you know, forgive yourself, forgive others if you can, be kind to one another, be true to yourself and others around you. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Ciao.